Metro Atlantans have seen the impact of record rainfall this year. It's a pattern that may continue.
I think there's going to be a big flooding issue as we go through the winter months and even into the spring with enormous amounts of rainfall. And there's just no place for that water to go. We've seen a tremendous amount of building since 1982 and 83, right on through the 97, 98 El Nino that both brought us very heavy rainfall. But now there's really no place for that water to go. You've seen the Chattahoochee River. So much pollution this fall and winter. You've seen these high E. coli counts. And this is feeding off from streams everywhere across Metro Atlanta and down into the Chattahoochee. So here we have the Chattahoochee River. So this is the Clayton Water Treatment Plant.
Yeah, the whole complex is right through here, and this portion was impacted by the flooding in '09. And
the historic floods in 2009 happened during a moderate El Nino. Many of us will never forget these dramatic images from Austell. 17 Georgia counties were declared disaster areas. 10 people died. National Weather Service hydrologist Kent France says El Nino could mean flooding in new areas.
you can end up with typically sometimes 20 to 30 inches of rain in just a 4-month period, which is greater than half of our annual rainfall. And successive events of 2 or 3 inches occurring every couple days just builds it up where the ground is saturated. The creeks and rivers are already at flood or high, and then all of a sudden you get a 4 or 5 inch rain event that comes through, and that's when you can get a moderate or major flood.
The forecast for the second half of winter is colder than average temperatures in North Georgia.
Now, no two El Ninos are the same. I mean, 1982-83, we saw significant snow here in Atlanta, northern Georgia. Back in 97-98, only 1 inch of snow. So what are you looking at as far as the differences?
So there are similarities and there are differences, and one of the big differences we've seen with many of the El Ninos in the past is in winter precipitation. So yes, 72, 73 was a big El Nino. There was a major ice storm. Macon had a lot of snow. 82, 83, as you mentioned, was a snowy one. And then that's 97, 98, which was the one we're comparing it to as sort of the monster El Nino. We didn't see a lot of snow here. So winter weather is sort of the one variable that is a little less predictable.
Now, people may not realize, but we have our spring severe weather season, but also a fall-winter severe storm season. Do you think we'll see more likelihood of severe weather during this winter?
So yeah, when we look back through all of the El Ninos, both moderate and strong, the winter season tornadoes tended to be sort of a greater frequency than, say, the spring.